Hello, everyone. Karen with Creative Paper Artisan here. And today I am going to try something that I watched myself in another video by Victoria Designs. They've got some great stuff. And you may or may not know that I'm working on my very own, my first journal for myself. I've made several for sale as gifts on commission, but I have yet to make my own for me. So I'm kind of learning, trying to find new techniques as I'm creating my very own journal. So I'm going to share these with you as I learn them myself, if you don't mind. So, and I have all my, I don't know if you can see, all my bits and pieces and all the tags and the pockets and the tuck spots and everything that I will be putting in my journal. But until I kind of incorporate all of that, I wanted to do a few extra pages or just some features that are not just, pockets and tuck spots. Because, I mean, you can only do that, for so long before you run out of ideas. So I'm looking for fresh ideas. So today I am going to be making, let's see, what should I call it? A Flappy secret pocket page. How's that? Can you tell I make these up as I go? So yeah, a Flappy secret pocket page. I think I like it. So, all right. So what we're going to do, I think I chose these two. Let's see if I still want these two. Yeah. So, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to take these two pages and use them back to back like this. But before I glue or anything, I'm going to cut them to size. And I think I'm just going to incorporate them into between two blank pages. So I need to, let me just take this apart here for a second. I need to get these down to the right size, because I don't necessarily want them sticking out that far over my journal pages. So I'm going to, let me do this here. I don't know, should I be daring and try to rip both pages at the same time? I might. I'm going to be daring. And instead of cutting, I'm going to rip, because I keep seeing people do this. And I think, wow, that's quick and easy. And I like it, gives it a little bit of a ragged edge. So I won't do them at the same time, but I will do them kind of together, but not at the same time. I don't have very strong hands. I don't have a strong grip, so I'm afraid I might not do it. I did kind of leave a little tag there. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. And then I need to make it a little bit shorter. Actually, I want to make them quite a bit shorter. I want to make them a little bit shorter than the width of the page. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it here. Not a whole lot shorter, but it'll give the, no, that didn't work. That worked better. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I want to give the pages some interest, if they're not all the same width and there's a little bit of variety, a little bit of layering going on there. I think that'd be pretty cool. So, but I do want this centered, so I'm going to use this as my guide to where I did it. Oh, can I rip left-handed? Oh, I don't know. Can I? Oh, shoot. It moved. It moved on me. Okay. Here we go. All right. Wish me luck. I think it works better if I do it like this. I see people just going, and I clearly can't do that. It doesn't work as nice. So I'll just do it. I'll do it my way. How's that? That's the beautiful thing about crafting. You can do it your way, and it's still going to turn out great because you did it your way. Okay, so yes. Now the thing is, let me get a couple of the scragglies off here. Oops. Okay. The thing is, the top isn't torn. All the edges are torn and the top is not. Although I don't really want to rip her head off. You see, she's one of my favorite images. I don't want to rip too much out of her head, but I kind of do need to. I would like it to match a little bit, and I think it'll be okay if it's a little bit shorter as well. So I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to rip off much, but just enough to give it that ripped edge. We'll see. I don't have very much to work with here, do I? I think that'll be fine. That will be just fine. So I'm going to, you guessed it, I'm going to ink the edges. So let me see. I'm going to use my walnut stain. And I'm going to ink away. Excuse me while I ink. All right, so now what we're going to do, get it matched up again. I'm going to fold it in half and get myself a nice line in the middle here. Now, I will say, the video I watched, the edges were not this rough. Either I'm just not ripping it right, or I'm not sure what's going on. But I actually like the torn edges. If you didn't want that, then obviously you can just cut it with a paper cutter. And I may do that for the second one. I don't know. We'll see how this one turns out. Let's see how this one turns out. It has quite a little jaggedy, more jaggedy than I anticipated. But I think I'm okay with it. Like, see this one, the whole chunk just ripped out right there. We'll see if that works for our purposes. Let's take a look. Okay. So what we're going to do, so here's my journal page. I'm going to glue here and here. And then we're going to have a pocket here and a pocket here. And when it goes in a signature, it's going to look like that, which I think is pretty stinking cool. So let's do the glue. And I think it probably would work really well too on thicker paper. I just have this on regular copy paper. I'm thinking maybe not cardstock heavy, but maybe like a 28-pound paper would probably work really nice. It would make it even more sturdy. I think it'll be fine with this too, but I'm kind of thinking ahead if that might work really well too, especially if you're going to be using it a lot for taking things in and out. But that's just a thought, just my musing. All right, so let me make sure I don't have it upside down. Okay, so let us stick it, fold it back, make sure the folds are right and lined up again. Okay, And I guess that's the thing about having the jaggedy lines. You can't exactly match up the edges because they're not straight. But I really do like the look. Okay. But I will have to re-ink where the paper on the back is kind of showing through. Well, I'm not going to worry about that end. The pocket part, there's something else going to happen there too, so just stay tuned. But I will ink where I glued, and then the white from the other page is showing through, so I want to cover that up a bit. Okay. And I think the jaggedy, I like that word, don't I? Jaggedy. The jaggedy edges look really neat with this kind of a medieval Renaissance theme that I'm going with here. This is my, if you don't know, this is my Slay Your Own Dragons kit. And I will link that in the description below in case you want to get a hold of this yourself. Okay, so here we go. Let's pretend. Oh yeah, here it is. That's what I was doing. Okay. All right, so here we go. Looking through the journal, looking through there. Oh, cool. And you go through all this and then, oh, look, here's the other. Okay. I think that's cool. So that's like super easy, right? But wait, there's more. There was more to what I saw, and I'm going to attempt it myself and, of course, put my own spin on it because that's what we do as crafters, right? So what I need to find is paper, more paper. Here's more paper from the kit. I planned this out a little bit. I didn't plan this next section out, so bear with me. I think I'm going to use this one. Yeah. Or should I use this one? I'm going to use this one. Okay. I mean, I think any of them would look fine. But I have to make a decision, so there we go. Okay, so now, move things out of the way. Okay, so now what we're going to do, let me think about how I want the orientation of this. I'm going to fold this in half again. And let me think here. Get the crease there. Let me rip this in half. Okay, that was a little straighter. Maybe folding it first is the key. I don't know. Okay, so now let me think. I want to okay. So I'm going to actually just kind of bend this to make a bit of a mark there to kind of remember that. Okay. Go ahead and fold it and score it really well. Okay. And then we're going to do something a little bit different here. Okay, and I'm going to rip just the top section off. Oh my goodness. Why won't it rip for me? It's really not working. Okay, there we go. All right. And then I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to create like a little, whatchamacallit, a little tab there. And that really did not want to rip very nicely for me. I think, again, for our purposes, it will work because it's all kind of rustic and rough. I think it'll be okay. All right. So, making this, it's actually going to go there. Okay. So, I'm going to glue this, making this a bit of a side envelope. Picking up what I'm laying down? Okay. So this little section that I folded here, all of this can be glued solid. Okay. Maybe if my glue will work. There we go. Okay, so that whole thing can be all glued shut. And then I'm just going to do the very edge here. I'm going to leave that flap alone. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. And of course, must ink the edges. I'm feeling frisky. So, okay, so now we've got this, right? So what are we going to do with this? We're going to stick it in our secret pocket. Yep. And then you just kind of decide where you want it. I don't want to cover her up, so I'm going to put it down here, but you could put it up here or whatever, right? And then I didn't score that very well. I need to score that so that it... Oh, and I didn't ink it. You want it to stay shut a little bit, right? Okay, so I am going to glue the kind of like the bottom side of the flap onto this edge, so that you can still do the pocket, and then you've got this. Okay, so let's do that, and then I'll show you something else that I'm going to do. And honestly, this paper is thin enough. I really could have used a glue stick. It's getting a little bit soggy with the regular glue, but that's okay. Once it dries, it'll be fine. So I'm going to add that there. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, in my kit, I've got these medallions that are part of the kind of the fussy cut embellishment pages. But if you don't have this, if you're not working with this kit, you can just use a hole punch, and I would recommend cardstock for sure. I think I'm going to use this guy because he kind of matches. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I have a feeling this flap would want to do that. So to keep it down and to kind of keep it simple, I'm just going to use this medallion and just glue half of it. And then I'll be able to just tuck that in, right? So I need to figure out exactly where I want it first. I don't want to do too much because I'm going to have to like really just kind of enough to give it a hold it down a little bit. So I think that'll go. So I'm going to glue the back side right there. Doesn't even need to be half of it really. Let's say like a third with glue. And then stick it there. And then you've got a nice little, you can add, let's see. I'm going to add some tags, some of my tags in there, at least for now, just so you can see. And of course you can make these, this as big or little as you want. That just happened to be the size that felt right to me. So there you go, that's cool. All right, and then I'm going to do another one on this side. But I want to have it be a little more interesting, so I'm not going to use the same paper. I'm going to use a different one. One of the others that I was oogling. Let me see. I'm going to use this one. I mean, it's similar. Obviously, it's all coordinated. It's just kind of minus the dragons. But same color scheme and everything, so I think that will work. Yeah, and there's no dragon, so I don't have to worry about what direction it's going in. Might be a little bit easier. But I want it to be a little bit smaller. I do. I want it to be a little bit smaller. So let me see. I kind of want it to come to about here. I need to leave room for the flap. So I'm going to make it about that wide. How about that? And I'm still being very, very loosey-goosey with the ripping. I've committed myself to this, so I'm going to rip it. Part of me is just dying to just use the paper cutter, but I've started ripping, and I'm going to finish ripping. With this one at least. Maybe the next one I'll use the paper cutter. All right, so put that away. All right, so again, sorry if you're a measurements kind of person. I'm really just eyeballing this, which kind of shows you that you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? So let's make it about there. So I'm going to fold it there. Oh, you know what? I didn't consider the tuck that's going to go in. So it's actually going to be shorter than I'm thinking, which is fine because I really did want it to be considerably smaller than this. So I think this is still going to work just fine. All right. So then I shall rip that. Almost got a perfectly straight rip. Not quite. All right, that's okay. All right, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of a lip to glue down there, and actually see, that's going to work fine where it ripped a little bit too much there. It's going to be covered up by this. So if it bothered me, it doesn't matter because it's going to get covered. See, it all works out. Although it was kind of starting to grow on me. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I could move it up here, but then I don't want to cover this part up because I just love this image. So I'll just go with that. All right, so get that. Get that. All right, so this is going to be coming here, right? So I need to rip this section off so that the flap can come from behind. So, oh, again, I got to do it left-handed. Oh no, I'm getting nervous again. Okay, we'll do that. We'll see. We'll see how it works now. Okay. I think I just need to push down on the ruler harder so that it gives it a nice clean. Oh, that's better. Like I said, I don't have strong hands. So sometimes things that look easy for other people to do is a bit of a challenge for me, but that's okay. I think I made it work. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to ink it again. But this time I'm going to ink this part before I glue it. It is much easier. Definitely much easier. Okay. And I'll just go ahead and ink it all while I'm at it. Ink it all before I glue it. Oh, you know what? I didn't ink this edge. Ay, ay, ay. That has to be inked too, doesn't it? Oh, yes. Much better. Much better. Okay. Inking is the answer. Inking and cheesecloth makes everything look better. So, do that. And here. And here and here. I'm doing both sides because you'll be able to see both sides. All right, now hang on. It's not really lined up that well. I ripped it a little bit further. Let me see. Let me ink further into the white because, hang on. Hang on, I need a scrap. Okay. Because the white is wanting to show because I didn't line it up quite right. So that, okay, I think that'll be okay. Ah, the forgiveness of paper. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe a little bit darker. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, okay. All right, so now I'm going to, oh, I didn't actually fold this part down, did I? Let's fold that. I'm literally making this up as I go. Can you tell? Sorry. I like to keep it exciting. Okay. All edges inked. All right, so now I will glue it down. Just this edge. Just the edge here. And then this whole tab can be glued because it's going to be going inside the secret pocket. Okay. So cute. So cute. Okay. So now I will glue here. Put it on the inside of this. There we go. Okay, and then let's see. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is too big. I mean, it would work, but I kind of want it to be more proportionate. So this is a 2-inch punch. Let me grab my 1-inch punch, and I will punch. Let me see. What will I punch? I have this one printed on cardstock. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Let me see. Can I get the dragon in there? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right. Done. Sold. So yeah, he kind of just fits in there. So I'm going to stick him here. Yes. After I ink him. Because he needs to be inked too. Okay. So then I'll just do the same thing. I'll just put glue on this half on the bottom, and then there'll be just enough to tuck nicely. About like that. Oh, I like him there. I think he looks good there. Okay. Okie dokie. And of course you could embellish further, which I may or may not do. I don't know. I don't know yet. And let's just see, what will we tuck in here? I've got smaller tags. Everything's in a bit of a disarray. Oh, you know what? I've got envelopes. They're a little bit too long. Okay, well, if you were to plan out better than I did, you could put one of these envelopes in the envelope. That's okay. All right, so I've got a little tag here. I'm gonna stick him in there for now. Okay. Well, my fingers are not working well today. Okay, there we go. All right, so there it is. That's the new fun trick that I found. So let's pretend again. Okay, opening the journal, and of course you can do. I mean, it's really endless, right? I mean, you could do another one here. I won't do that just for the sake of time. You don't need to watch me doing all of that again, but I probably will. I probably will make another one and put it up here. Then you open this, and you've got that. You've got another pocket here. Let's put one of the large tags in there. You've got this, and then you've got this, right, with the tags in there. And you could always embellish further here, and then you keep going through the journal, and then you've got another little guy here, another pocket here. Let's see. Let's put Joan of Arc in there, and then another little space here, and then more embellishment. You could put more journaling space. Just put like a blank sheet of paper there. Maybe I might put some coffee stain paper. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting a bunch of ideas now. I really liked this idea. So I wanted to incorporate it into my very first personal journal for myself. So that's that one. And there are more ideas that I saw that I will be doing as well, but I will do those in separate videos. I'll kind of give you bite-sized pieces because the video I watched was super long. And I won't do that to you. So there you have it. The Flippy Flappy secret pocket page. What do you think about that? All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And please subscribe. I would love to have some more subscribers and have some more fun conversations with you guys. Leave a comment. Hit the bell button so that you get notifications every time I have a new video. And we can just kind of keep going and keep having fun together, okay? All right, you guys, have fun. Bye.